Hiya, pals! Welcome to Mickey Rankings, where we rank the best of Mickey and Friends. From character designs to shorts, films, TV shows, video games, merchandise, theme park costumes, and a whole lot more. Today, we're going to be ranking the best designs of the hot-tempered duck who gets stuck with all the bad luck, Donald Duck. From his more duck-like appearance in the Wise Little Hen, to his more iconic all-blue sailor suit from the Autograph Hound, to his slightly cuter rubber hose look from the Mickey Mouse shorts by Paul Rudish. And without further ado, let's dive right in. Although a character named Donald Duck had appeared in the 1931 book The Adventures of Mickey Mouse, where he is mentioned as one of Mickey's barnyard animal friends, and even appears on the back cover wearing a green hat with black feather and green pants, the more anthropomorphic, humanized Donald everyone knows didn't appear until 3 years later in The Wise Little Hen. This short was released on June 9, 1934, as a silly symphony cartoon. Here, Donald looked completely different from the duck we recognize today. He had a much longer neck, longer beak, smaller eyes, a very plump body, small, stubby arms and legs, a white flat sailor hat with blue brim and black ribbon, a blue sailor shirt with white buttons on it, and a black bow tie. In my opinion, this is my least favorite Donald design. The long neck and beak are so creepy, so this Donald belongs on the D tier. Shortly after his debut, Donald appeared in the Mickey Mouse cartoon series, starting with the 1934 short Orphan's Benefit, which marked the first time Mickey and Donald have interacted together on screen. Since Mickey's 1928 to 1935 cartoons were black and white, Donald was depicted in black and white as well. His design is the same as in The Wise Little Hen, but his shirt was black. His hat was gray with a black brim and ribbon, and his feet were oddly black as well. This Donald design only appeared in 3 shorts: Orphan's Benefit, The Dog Napper, and Mickey's Service Station. The colored version of Mickey's Service Station featured him wearing a blue hat and red bow tie. This design also goes on the D tier because it still has the long neck and beak from his debut appearance. The next Donald design we're ranking is from the 1935 short The Band Concert, which is not only his second full-color appearance, but also the first official Mickey Mouse cartoon to be in Technicolor. Donald still had that long neck and beak from the Wise Little Hen, but his eyes are now bigger, and his sclera is now light blue. Donald still had those features from the Wise Little Hen, but his eyes are definitely an improvement, so it goes up to the B tier. The 1936 short Moving Day is where Donald's design has improved a lot. Like how it gave Mickey a rounder, more pear-shaped body that allowed him to move more freely and realistically, Donald's design has also improved as well. His body shape has changed from just a big round circle to a more rounder, plumper, pear-shaped body. His beak was also shorter, and his sailor hat became a more puffy, bean-like shape that has lots of squash and stretch movement instead of a traditional flat sailor hat. Because of Donald's major improvements, this design goes right on the A tier. Our 5th Donald design we're ranking is from the Autograph Hound from 1939. In this short, Donald Duck is looking forward to getting autographs from his favorite celebrities like Mickey Rooney, Sonia Heaney, etc. When he bumps into Shirley Temple, she immediately recognizes him, and they both start signing autographs for each other. Later, several people start asking for Donald's autograph towards the end of the short. In this short, Donald's hat had permanently changed from white to blue with a black band and black ribbon. His shirt collar is also now the same shade of blue as the shirt itself, instead of the lighter shade it was previously. This is one of Donald's most iconic designs, and I love it so much. For that, we have our first S-tier duck on the list. In the 1945 short Donald's Double Trouble, the buttons would be completely gone from Donald's blue sailor shirt from this cartoon and onwards, although the buttons would still occasionally appear in comics and animated films. This would basically be the base for Donald's more modern appearances. This is a pretty good average Donald design, so I'll just place it in the B tier. Our next Donald design is from DuckTales, a Disney afternoon TV show that premiered in 1987. This series mostly focuses on Scrooge McDuck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but Donald occasionally makes appearances in a few episodes. In the first episode of the show, being part 1 of the Treasure of the Golden Suns, called Don't Give Up the Ship, Donald surprisingly wears an actual Navy uniform instead of his traditional sailor suit. Donald's outfit features red accents on his sleeves. His shirt collar is darker blue. His bow tie is missing. and his iconic puffy blue sailor hat has been replaced with a white Dixie-style sailor cap. I love Donald's unique outfit in this series, but I prefer his original sailor suit, so it goes on the A tier. This next Donald design comes from the Disney afternoon animated series Quack Pack, which premiered in 1996. This series reimagines Donald and his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, in a modern suburban neighborhood, where Donald is a cameraman and Huey, Dewey, and Louie are pop culture-obsessed teenagers. Donald would wear a blue Hawaiian shirt with red flowers, and his iconic blue sailor hat is missing. This is probably one of my favorite Donald outfits alongside his iconic blue sailor suit, so this design is on the S tier because this is a very unique design. It wouldn't be until the 1999 animated series Mickey Mouse Works where Donald would finally interact with Mickey and the rest of his friends once again. His iconic blue sailor suit finally returned, and from this series and onwards, his bow tie changed from black to red. The blue on his shirt and hat is also a much brighter blue. The exact same design for Donald was reused in the 2001 to 2003 Toon Disney series, House of Mouse, where he greets guests and welcomes them to the club, alongside his girlfriend Daisy Duck, who works as the club's reservation clerk next to him. Like the classic Disney shorts, Donald is fiercely jealous of Mickey's position as the club's leader and constantly looks for opportunities to steal the spotlight, and he wants to make Daisy proud. I love both Donald designs, but I've decided to place Mouseworks Donald on the S tier, while House of Mouse Donald is on the A tier. Donald made his first on-screen CGI 3D animated appearance in the 2004 direct-to-video film, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. Even though we already saw Mickey and Donald in CGI before, with the 2003 attraction, Mickey's PhilharMagic at Walt Disney World. This film marked the first time both characters appeared in this form on screen. Donald also took up most of the segments of this film, appearing in Bells on Ice, Christmas Impossible, Donald's Gift, and Mickey's Doggone Christmas, so this film should have been called Donald's Twice Upon a Christmas instead. Anyways, this CGI Donald is pretty good, and his 3D model looks better than Mickey and Minnie's models, so I put this Donald design on the B tier. Donald would later appear in CGI again in the animated preschool series, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This series premiered on Playhouse Disney on May 5, 2006, and continued running on Disney Junior until November 6, 2016. This series features Donald as a core member of the Sensational Six and part of Mickey's group, and he's always ready to participate in various activities as Mickey and friends invite young preschool children to go on interactive learning adventures inside Mickey's clubhouse. Donald would later get his own clubhouse in the Season 4 episode, Donald's Brand New Clubhouse. Donald's design in this series has his iconic blue sailor suit updated once again. The stripes on his shirt sleeves and outline of his collar are now yellow instead of white. This would basically become the standard Donald Duck design from the mid-2000s and onwards, and I personally think this is a great design, so it goes on the A tier. Paul Rudish would introduce an entire wave of new designs for Mickey and his pals, including Donald, for a series of shorts simply called Mickey Mouse, which ran from 2013 to 2019. In this series, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, and Goofy travel to many places around the world, including New York, Paris, Tokyo, and London, and go on many slapstick adventures across their neighborhood. Donald's design for this series was inspired by his later 1930s appearances, including the 4 white buttons on his shirt returning, as well as the addition of pie eyes like the rest of the main characters. Additionally, Donald's puffy blue sailor hat and red bow tie became a little bigger, and his beak and webbed feet are also a much brighter yellow. I also noticed that his outfit had the same color scheme from Mickey Mouse Works. The episode Captain Donald reveals some interesting facts about him. Donald confirms he's not really a sailor and only wears his sailor suit because Daisy likes a man in uniform. This version of Donald looks super cute and cuddly. I just want to squeeze him. Okay, I'll stop with the cute aggression. Whew. Anyways, this is by far the best and cutest Donald design I have seen so far, so it belongs on the S tier. Donald once again appeared in CGI form in Mickey and the Roadster Racers, a series that premiered on Disney Junior and ran from January 15th, 2017 to October 1st, 2021. In this series, Mickey and friends race around Hot Dog Hills in their own unique transforming roadsters. Donald would wear a blue and yellow racing suit and helmet and gloves? I mean, Donald has worn gloves before and Mr. Duck steps out and in no service when he took Mickey's shorts and shoes, so I guess that detail makes sense. When he's not racing, Donald is usually seen back in his traditional blue sailor suit, complete with the red bow tie and blue hat, and Donald's hat noticeably got a little puffier. In my opinion, I love Donald's racing suit in this series, but I think it would be better if Donald had his sailor hat on top of his helmet like Goofy had his own hat on his helmet and his bow tie on the suit as well, because those two features are what make Donald's outfit iconic. Aside from that, I'll just put Roadster Racer's Donald on the A tier because his racing outfit is so cool. Speaking of Roadster Racers, that exact same 3D model was used in Mickey Mouse Funhouse from 2021 to 2025 and in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus, the currently ongoing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse revival. Because those two are just the same model without any changes, both go on the B tier. No, I didn't go off timeline. I was just ranking the overall current Disney Junior Donald design. Anyways, in 2017, the same year Mickey and the Roadster Racers premiered, a reboot of DuckTales premiered. In the new DuckTales series, Donald's sailor shirt had become black like in the comics, while his hat and shirt accents have returned to their original white color from the 1930s shorts, albeit the brim is still black, and his bow tie is unusually absent. The series premiere explains this by showing him wearing his modern sailor suit right before Louis threw it in the washing machine, and he changes into a business suit at the very beginning, though it does reappear in some old family photos and episodes. I love this Donald design, and it's another one of my favorites, and that design is on the S tier next to Paul Rudish Donald. On June 9th, 2018, for Donald's 84th birthday, Donald received a new series called The Legend of the Three Caballeros, which is based on the 1945 film of the same name. This series featured Donald getting dumped by his girlfriend Daisy, fired from his job, and becoming homeless until he meets Jose Carioca and Panchito Pistoles, and they team up as the Three Caballeros, much like in the film. However, that series didn't last very long and only ran for 13 episodes. As for Donald's design, he reverted back to his early 1940s design with the buttons on his shirt returning and his bow tie being black instead of red, although the blue on his shirt and hat are much brighter. This is an amazing Donald design, but not as good as the original 1940s Donald, so it goes on the A tier. The next Donald design is from the 2022 stop-motion special, Mickey Saves Christmas. This special was the first time we saw Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto in stop motion. Although a series of shorts was released on the Disney Junior YouTube channel 3 years earlier in 2019. I personally think that Donald, along with the rest of Mickey's pals, look beautiful in stop motion, because it reminds me of those Rankin-based stop-motion Christmas specials from the 1960s and 1970s, so this Donald has to be on the S tier. Our second-to-last Donald design is from Once Upon a Studio, released in 2023 to celebrate Disney's 100th anniversary, which marked the first time Donald had returned to a 2D, traditionally hand-drawn animated short. Here, Donald reverts to his design from the Autograph Hound. He appears when he gets on the elevator to go to the lobby, but he gets annoyed when Flash the Sloth from Zootopia slowly goes inside. Later, Baymax squeezes his inflated body into the elevator, which leaves the duck completely squished, but at the end of the short, he's perfectly fine. I love the return of a 2D animated Donald, so this goes on the A tier. Here's the last Donald design we're ranking, which is from DIY Duck, released on June 9th, 2024 for Donald's 90th anniversary. This would mark Donald's first animated short in his cartoon series since The Litterbug from 1961. In the short, Donald tries to repair his house, from replacing a broken light bulb to fixing a broken window. But as always, it leads to a chaotic catastrophe. Donald's design in this short reverts him to his 1946 design, with the buttons removed from his shirt again. This Donald is the same as his later 1940s appearance, and I think it's kind of good, so I'll put this design on the B tier. Now that I've ranked every major Donald Duck design throughout his 92-year-long history, I want to know what's your favorite version of Donald. Is it his original long-necked design from the Wise Little Hen, or his more iconic blue sailor suit from the Autograph Hound, or the modern zany and also cute Donald from the Paul Rudish shorts? Let me know in the comments. I've made this special video to celebrate Donald Duck's 92nd anniversary. Happy birthday, Donald! Well, that's it for this video. See you real soon!